Young Biscuit on the track. Chicken Nation, we getting wrecked. Scam white people like heart attacks. I eat chicken off my stomach fat. I'm from East Cobb and I say it loud. I'm really mad cause I'm mixing my main chick like orange trout with gold grills. I love it.
Well, I know I've had some technical difficulties. I like to apologize in advance for that, for my unprofessionalism. I promise to get back to you with some great sports vlogs. Today, I want to speak to you about March Madness, my favorite part of the year as a basketball fan and sports fan in general. And also, I want to speak on the one and dones as we're all going along those lines. March Madness is my favorite time of the year as a basketball fan because you have so many games that's back to back to back, and all the games go to the buzzer. There's a lot of upsets. You really don't know in college basketball who's going to do what and who's going to win and what stars are we going to see. I remember the reason why Steph Curry is a star right now or whatever. He really made his mark or his introduction to the world as a sophomore at Davidson in the tournament. Davidson, small school in the tournament or whatever. Stephen Curry just goes in there and tears it up the first couple of games. And people are like, oh, who's this kid, Steph Curry? And ever since then, he's been a star. So it opens the outlets and sets the stage for guys like Steph Curry at smaller schools and non-traditional schools like A&T, North Carolina A&T, my mother's alma mater, to make it to the big dance and get some publicity for their school name. Florida, Gulf Coast, of course, Dunk City and those guys. I love all of that. And the buzzer beaters, we already seen a couple buzzer beaters in the past tournaments from this week. So just imagine the national tournament. I love that part, of college basketball. It's probably the only part I watch now years is March Madness, filling out your bracket, betting against other people, who you think's going to win, who's going to do this and that. So also second, I want to speak to you about one and dones, because one and dones, there's a couple articles about how sad Andrew Wiggins and Jabari Parker were about leaving their fans and their schools, their respective schools, to move on to the league as one and done players. So I just wanted to speak on that because college is a very special time in your life. The 4 years go by fast enough, and to leave after your first year, I understand why guys don't want to leave after their first year or why they don't want to see it, because my argument is with the whole one and done thing, they tell you go when your stock is as high as it can be, but it's kind of interesting because if you leave early and you leave too early as a one and done player, or even if you're ready or not or whatever the case may be, you might play but be a bust. So if you're a bust, it doesn't matter where you go. If you're pick number 3, like Marvin Williams or something like that, or Greg Oden, or I'm trying to think of other names, Adam Morrison, or anyone like Michael Beasley, a guy who's struggling to make a team or struggling to stay on a team, or a guy that's just going to be a bench player, a mid-level player, you're going to get paid in the league who you are. So it's kind of like the one and done guys, they rush to get to the league so they can get drafted higher and they can make more money. But if they aren't producing when they're in the league as a one and done player, they won't get paid, period, and they'll just, team hop. So you might as well, that's my argument for staying, because if you stay and your stock goes down, it doesn't matter where you get drafted. If you get drafted in the second round or late first round when you could have gone in the lottery, when you play in the league and you show them that you're as good as, the one and done player that was supposed to go in the lottery, you're going to get your money. And you're going to get more money than the guys that were one and done and rushed to go to the league or whatnot or bust. In the overall scheme of things, you're going to get more money. So that's just my whole argument with one and dones. I don't think there should be an age limit or a law on that. I just think the guys that are one and dones should just consider staying themselves. Don't listen to the agents. Don't listen to your parents. I know a lot of these guys come from families are struggling. They come from harsh cities or whatever, but just, college is a special time. And I think, even if you know you're going to get some money, just enjoy that time. Give it 2-3 years. I know it can be tough sometimes, but just give it a chance, and one and done. That's all I'm saying. That's all for me this week. Phil Jackson, of course. Steve Smith, some big news. Steve Smith goes to the Ravens. Phil Jackson signs with the Knicks, which isn't a big deal because it's just a front office job. And, Carmelo Anthony, some rumors of him going to the Chicago Bulls. That's interesting. I could bring that up in another video. Michael Vick, where is he going to go? I remember I tried to upload that video, and I got a couple views the first couple days, and I didn't even watch it myself. So I know people are interested in that.
We don't need no chorus. This that Chicken Nation. Yeah, I said we don't need no chorus. We don't need no chorus. We don't need no chorus. This that Chicken Nation. Yeah, I said we don't need no chorus.